First question you always get asked when you own a boat, how fast does it go and how much fuel does it use? We're about to find out on our Mary Fisher 895. Welcome back to the Rudder. Welcome aboard Antoinette, our Mary Fisher 895. Fuel efficiency, how much fuel you use for how fast you're going, is a really complex question. It'll depend a lot on the environment, so what the tide and the winds are doing, but also how heavy your boat is and how much horsepower you have. But we can give some general ideas. If you're looking at a Mary Fisher 895 or a similar size boat, or if you've got one and you want to see how yours compare, we're going to lift up anchor in a second. We're here at beautiful Millionaires Row. There's barely any wind, which is good for this test. We're going to pick up anchor. We're going to show you what it's like cruising at 6 knots. We'll do a slow cruise around about 21 knots and then a faster cruise around about 25 knots. And then let's open it up and see what we can do. We will be going with the wind and the tide, so we're going to get a bit of a help. It's practically full on high tide now, so the tide's going to be pretty slack. It's not running too fast. Let's pick up anchor and see how we go. First things first, we've just come off anchor and we're just idling. We're not going forward at all. And you can see here we're using about 3 litres an hour. So just at idle, that's, so 3 litres an hour, that's a good base point to start off with. So let's just click into gear and get moving a little bit. And first clicking gear is the same as idling, 3.5 litres an hour. All good. Brooke's just going to get the puppies ready. So let's just get up to 5 knots. 6 knots at 2000 RPM, that's probably a bit... Usually we can sit around 6 knots on 1800 RPM, which is, what we got there, 12 litres an hour. That's pretty usual. I tend to get around 10 to 12 litres an hour at cruise speed. So all those videos that you see where us cruising around in our canals, we have an hour cruise from our home to the seaway. We're using 13 litres an hour at the moment for 6.3 knots. So probably a little bit more than I'd usually expect. Sometimes we get a bit of a lift out of the tide. Let's get going. Hopefully you can see that in the cam. We just had some camera problems, like it falling down. All right, so Brooke's on the camera now. Let's get going. And we're going to aim for about 4,000 RPM. Give it a bit of beans to get on the plane. Now we're up. Let's back it down to about 4,000 RPM. And just a bit slower. Try and do a slow cruise. So we don't have any trim tabs down. I've actually got my engine trim all the way down, even though it shows 2 there. So 4,000 RPM, about 21 knots, 20 knots at 50 litres, which is pretty fuel efficient. 50 litres an hour. So, all right, so let's go up a little bit. This is a bit slower than I'd usually go. So 4,200 RPM. I usually try and aim for about 60 litres an hour is what we're going for. But we're cruising at 24 knots now. This is probably my normal cruising, 4,200 RPM, 61 litres an hour, 24 knots. And it is super comfortable. This is, I reckon, where Antoinette loves to be, just in this kind of zone. All right, just got a bit of manoeuvring to do and then we'll pick it up after that. We're just crossing by the river and Brooke reckons, and I agree with her, that as we do this, we'll hopefully get a little lift in our speed. Let's see what happens in our fuel efficiency. So we're doing around about 24 knots now, not touching anything, and just making sure I don't bump into anything in the way. And there we go. An extra knot for free. So It's probably one of the things, you know, learning about where your tides are going, where the wind's taking you, if it's on your tail or on your bow. If you can time your run to be with the environmental factors, you can save yourself quite a bit of fuel. There we go, so we just earned a knot for nothing. Now, one of the things you can do, once you've got your cruising speed all settled in, is you can use your engine trim just to see if you can get a little bit more out. So I've just found a couple of clicks up. See how that speed goes. And yeah, we've just gained half a knot. So trimming the engine, our tabs are pretty good. I've not got any tabs on, I don't think we need them at all. But yeah, we just gained a little bit more just from trimming the engine. So depending on your weight, that might assist you. Another thing, just while we're talking, is we've been out for a few nights. You can see the fuel's about halfway down. Our water's probably about halfway down. So we're not at our heaviest. We're certainly not at our lightest. So, you know, that also influences your efficiencies. I haven't found it too much with the Merry Fishers. They seem pretty constant. But yeah. All right. There's only one final question. What happens when we give the full beans? We're all good?
Need to get down to the boat.
So there we go. 33 knots, 150 litres an hour, 34 knots, 35 knots. Let's see if we can reach, we're going to reach 40. Alright, that's it before we, let's be a bit more sensible now, back down to a cruising speed. Always fun to blow it out. Ooh, not that much cruising speed. Always a fun little exercise to go at that speed, but not so good on your wallet. Alright, let's get back cruising. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you've got an 895 or similar, tell us what your fuel efficiency is like, and any other tips and tricks you've got. And we'll see you next time on the Rudder.